For millions of people around the world, the name Jungkook is almost synonymous with success. His breathtaking performances, remarkable vocals, and global popularity have made him one of the most recognized artists of his generation. On stage, he often appears confident, energetic, and seemingly unstoppable. Yet behind the dazzling lights, sold-out stadiums, and countless awards lies a story that is far more human than many people realize. It is a journey filled with uncertainty, sacrifice, relentless hard work, and emotional challenges that continue to inspire millions of fans across the globe. Long before he became known as BTS's Golden Magne, Jungkook was simply a young boy with an extraordinary dream. Born in Busan, South Korea, he grew up in an ordinary family where life revolved around simple routines rather than fame. Like many children, he enjoyed spending time with friends and exploring his interests. However, everything began to change when he discovered his passion for music and performance. Watching talented singers on television ignited a spark within him, convincing him that he wanted to dedicate his life to entertaining others. That dream, however, came with enormous sacrifices. At an age when most children were focused on school activities and family gatherings, Jungkook made the difficult decision to leave his hometown and move to Seoul as a trainee. It meant saying goodbye to familiar places, close friends, and even spending less time with his family. Such a decision would be overwhelming for anyone, especially someone so young. Yet he believed that every sacrifice brought him one step closer to his dream. Life as a trainee was far from glamorous. Behind every polished performance were countless hours of practice that often stretched late into the night. Vocal lessons, dance rehearsals, fitness training, and constant evaluations became part of his daily routine. Mistakes were inevitable, and criticism was frequent. Every day presented a new challenge, testing not only his talent, but also his determination to keep moving forward. Those who knew Jungkook during those years have often described him as someone who quietly carried enormous expectations. Being surrounded by older trainees meant he constantly pushed himself to improve. Rather than allowing pressure to defeat him, he transformed it into motivation. Each setback became another reason to work harder, refining every dance move, every vocal note, and every performance until he felt satisfied. When BTS finally debuted in 2013, success did not arrive overnight. Contrary to what many newer fans might assume, the group's early years were filled with uncertainty. They came from a relatively small entertainment company and faced fierce competition from more established artists. Every performance felt like an opportunity that could determine their future. There were moments when the members questioned whether their efforts would ever receive widespread recognition. Jungkook, despite his incredible abilities, was still growing emotionally. As the youngest member of the group, he often relied on his older teammates for guidance and support. They encouraged him through moments of self-doubt and reminded him that perfection was never the true goal. Instead, authenticity, perseverance, and continuous improvement mattered far more than flawless performances. As BTS gradually gained international attention, Jungkook found himself facing an entirely different kind of pressure. Millions of eyes were suddenly watching his every move. Every performance, interview, photograph, and public appearance became the subject of intense discussion online. Praise came in abundance, but criticism also became unavoidable. Living under constant public scrutiny required tremendous emotional strength. Over the years, Jungkook has openly shown that even global stars experience vulnerability. Like many artists, he has spoken about feeling nervous before important performances and striving to meet the expectations of fans. These moments have resonated deeply because they remind audiences that success does not erase insecurity. Instead, true courage often means continuing despite fear. His dedication to self-improvement became one of the defining characteristics admired by fans worldwide. Whether learning new languages, refining his singing techniques, improving his dance skills, or experimenting with music production, Jungkook consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to growth. Rather than settling comfortably after achieving fame, he continued searching for ways to become a better artist. Perhaps one of the most touching aspects of Jungkook's journey is his sincere appreciation for the people who supported him. Throughout concerts, live streams, and interviews, he has repeatedly expressed gratitude toward fans whose encouragement gave him strength during difficult periods. These heartfelt moments have strengthened the emotional bond between him and audiences around the world. The overwhelming success of BTS eventually transformed the group's dreams into reality. World tours sold out within minutes. Albums broke international records. Historic performances introduced Korean music to audiences on an unprecedented scale. Yet even amid extraordinary achievements, Jungkook continued emphasizing teamwork, humility, and gratitude rather than individual glory. As his solo career also flourished, Jungkook demonstrated another side of his artistic identity. His music reflected greater confidence while still revealing emotional honesty. Through his performances and lyrics, listeners found themes of growth, resilience, and personal reflection that resonated across cultures and generations. Despite reaching remarkable heights, Jungkook's journey serves as an important reminder that success is rarely a straight path. Every achievement visible today is built upon years of unseen effort, difficult decisions, and moments of uncertainty. The glamorous images shared across social media represent only a small part of a much larger story, one defined by discipline, patience, and resilience. Fans often describe Jungkook not simply as an exceptional performer, but as someone whose personal journey inspires them to pursue their own dreams. His story encourages people to embrace challenges rather than fear them. It demonstrates that talent alone is never enough. Determination, humility, and perseverance are equally essential. Today, whenever Jungkook steps onto a stage before thousands of cheering fans, many see only the polished superstar standing beneath brilliant lights. Yet those who understand his journey recognize something much deeper. They see a young man who once left home with nothing but a dream, endured years of intense training, overcame countless obstacles, and continued believing in himself even during uncertain times. That is why his story continues to touch millions around the world. It is not because his life has been perfect, but because it has been profoundly human. Behind every standing ovation lies a history of quiet determination. Behind every smile is the memory of sacrifices made long before the applause arrived. And behind every remarkable achievement stands a powerful message that resonates far beyond music. Dreams may demand extraordinary effort, setbacks are inevitable, and success is never guaranteed. But with resilience, humility, and unwavering dedication, even the most impossible aspirations can become reality. Jungkook's journey reminds audiences everywhere that true greatness is measured not only by fame or achievements, but by the courage to keep moving forward through every challenge, inspiring countless others to believe that their own dreams are worth pursuing as well. As Jungkook's influence continued to expand beyond the music industry, many observers noticed that his greatest achievement was not measured solely by chart records or sold-out concerts. His true impact could be seen in the countless personal stories shared by fans from every corner of the world. Some spoke about finding the courage to chase their dreams after watching his unwavering determination. Others revealed that his music and honest words helped them through periods of loneliness, anxiety, or uncertainty. While every listener's experience was unique, they were united by one belief. Jungkook's journey reminded them that even the brightest stars have endured darkness before reaching the light. This emotional connection did not happen overnight. It was built gradually over years of consistency, sincerity, and dedication. Whether performing in front of a stadium filled with tens of thousands of fans or quietly interacting with supporters during live broadcasts, Jungkook often showed a genuine appreciation for those who stood beside him throughout every chapter of his career. His humility remained one of the qualities that many fans admired the most. Despite achieving extraordinary global success, he frequently credited the people around him, his family, his fellow BTS members, his team, and army, for helping him become the person he is today. There were also moments when the demands of fame became impossible to ignore. Living under constant public attention meant that every appearance, every decision, and even moments of silence could become major topics of discussion online. Such an environment would challenge anyone, regardless of age or experience. Yet Jungkook repeatedly demonstrated remarkable professionalism, choosing to focus on his craft rather than allowing outside noise to define his journey. Instead of responding to every rumor or criticism, he consistently returned to what he knew best, creating meaningful performances that spoke louder than words. His relentless work ethic became legendary among both fans and industry professionals. Stories of endless rehearsals, late-night recording sessions, and meticulous attention to detail painted the picture of an artist who refused to settle for good enough. Every performance represented months of preparation. Every vocal improvement reflected countless hours of disciplined practice. While audiences witnessed only a few unforgettable minutes on stage, those closest to the production understood the extraordinary commitment required to create those moments. As BTS continued to leave an undeniable mark on global music, Jungkook also embraced opportunities to develop as an individual artist. Exploring new musical styles and expressing different emotions through his solo work allowed audiences to see another dimension of his creativity. His confidence had grown, but so had his willingness to be emotionally open. Rather than presenting an image of perfection, his work often reflected personal growth, reflection, and the reality that everyone continues learning throughout life. Looking back, it becomes clear that the most inspiring part of Jungkook's story is not the fame itself, but the journey that made such success possible. Every challenge he encountered became part of a larger narrative about resilience. Every difficult decision shaped the artist admired today. The young teenager who once left his hometown carrying little more than determination eventually became a global icon. Not because his path was easy, but because he never allowed obstacles to extinguish his passion. Millions of fans continue to celebrate Jungkook, not simply for his talent, but for what his life represents. His story serves as a reminder that extraordinary achievements often begin with ordinary people willing to make extraordinary sacrifices. Behind every standing ovation lies years of unseen effort. Behind every world record lies countless moments of self-discipline. And behind every smile seen on stage is the quiet strength developed through perseverance, humility, and hope. As new chapters continue to unfold in Jungkook's remarkable career, one truth remains unchanged. His journey has become far more than the story of a successful entertainer. It has become a symbol of resilience for millions of people who believe that dreams are worth pursuing, regardless of the obstacles along the way. While awards may eventually fade into history and records may one day be surpassed, the inspiration his story provides will likely endure for generations. It reminds the world that true success is not defined by perfection, but by the courage to keep moving forward, even when the destination seems impossibly far away.